Hello YouTube, today I'm going to do another tutorial, and today it's going to be a Photoshop tutorial on how to make some cool brushes. And so the first brush we'll be making will look, let me just turn up the size, it'll look something like this, whoops, something like this. So it scatters and also changes the size, and I used the effect right here in my background with the yellow, kind of looks like lights or something. Could really use this for anything. Just make the background black so you can see it better, and it'll look something like this. Turn up the size and everything. Looks pretty cool. Alright, so to start off, you can really do this in any size document, doesn't really matter. And just pull out the any normal sized, any normal brush, any round brush, doesn't matter. And then just make the hardness to 0, and then just keep this at, doesn't really matter, keep it at, yeah, doesn't really matter. And then I'll just fill the black. And so what you have to do is have your brush open, and if it's not right here, it's right here, or it's right there. And you can go right here. If you don't have this brushes palette thing to change all the dynamics. So what you first want to do is go into shape dynamics once you have this opened, and bring it all the way up, the size jitter all the way up, and then for scattering put it all the way up to 1000, and that's it. It's that simple. And then if you want to save this one, go into new brush preset, and you can call it whatever, and then you save it, and then it'll just be in your brushes. So that's it. That's that one. But you can also go into the color dynamics, and you can go from foreground. If you turn this all the way up to 100, you can fiddle around with all these things, but if you turn foreground, background jitter, and change this color so it's red and yellow, then it just goes back and forth through the different colors. Turn up the size. Let me see. Go like that. Make some polka dots. Yeah, you can do a lot of different things. So that's that one. And now just make a new document and make it 200 by 200. And make it a transparent background. Make sure you make it transparent. And open it up like that. So first, you want to take out your polygonal lasso tool and draw any shape. This works the best with triangles, but for the sake of this video, I'll just make a nice, random shape. Doesn't really matter. It could be like a letter or your logo. And I'll just move it over into the center. And take your paint bucket and fill it with a black. And then to add a little touch, you can add I usually add an inner glow to give it a nice, you can add a yellow inner glow. Now let's add a white one. And put up the size, turn down the opacity. So it looks like that. And then push Command D or Control D on a PC, I'm using a Mac, to deselect, or you could go to select, deselect. And just go into your brushes again, and click on the brush dynamics. Oh no, doing that wrong, sorry. Go into edit, after you deselect it and define brush preset, and you should come up with this right here, and name it random shape or whatever you want to name it. And now you have this. You can change the darkness if you make a lot above each other, but it doesn't really look like anything. It's not really fun. So you can go back into your brush presets and go into shape dynamics and turn up the size jitter to 100. Turn up the angle jitter to 100 so they're not always just facing the same direction. Turn up the scatter jitter to 1000. And you can also, if you want to, do the color dynamics again so that you have something like that, so that it keeps on changing colors. And whoops, now I'm just have to do that. And red. So once you're done fiddling around with all these things, and you don't want to go back and do that every single time you want to use this brush, so just click on this drop down menu and click on new brush preset, and that'll make it so that this one is the scatter, so random shape scatter, and there you go. And it's not always going to be these two colors, it's just whatever color you make it. So like a white and a green. You can even tone down this, tone down the size. And this can be any shape or your logo, so you just have a lot of your logo just floating around. And yeah, it's all right here. These are all the shapes. The triangle, I feel, is the coolest one. It's just so fun. You can make it into that. Make it the pink and the blue. So you just go through those same steps if you want to make the triangle, but just instead of making that random shape, make a triangle. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please comment if you have any ideas for another tutorial, because I don't really know what to do. And yeah, subscribe. Thanks for watching.